I need to come up with a way to help them achieve the goal that they want to do to compete, whatever what it is, in a short amount of time. My goals when it comes to me is like they have performance driven metrics that they want to improve, right? And they have emotional things that they want to fix, right?
All right. So first off, bro, thank you.
Yes, sir. All good. Appreciate you for having me, man.
So I kind of shoot from the hip with these interviews. I really like keeping things organic. First off, I had threads, but I really wasn't using threads until I saw that it could benefit my business. And I'm happy you reached out and you are joining us today. Truly show, you know what I'm saying? You happen to be a coach. Really quick, bro, tell the people who you are and what it is that you do.
So my name is Coach JD or John Davis and everything. So I'm a strength and conditioning coach, performance coach, man. I've been in this field now, bro, going on 20 years, man. I gotta tell people already, don't let the baby face fool you. You know what I mean? Been in this game quite a minute. I mean, play ball my whole life, ran track and field, played college football, played a little bit of pro football up in Canada for a little bit. So been in this industry for a long time. You know what I mean? And so at the moment right now, I manage my own business, run my own business and everything over here in the Bay Area. So I'm right here in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. So right here in the Bay. And for me right now, the main people I work with is a lot of like athletes, like recreational athletes, right? Because I got away from working with pro athletes and high school athletes, all that. I still do, got a few of those. But the majority of people that I work with now are recreational athletes. You know what I mean? People who are like weekend warrior types, playing golf, tennis, pickleball, all that kind of stuff.
Cool, awesome. So for me, bro, I'm a confidence coach. I've been consistent for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
I didn't really get any clients until until a year later.
Right.
Walk us through that process for you as a fitness coach in the fitness space. Did you always acknowledge yourself being a coach? Was it more about the experience first, then you was led into it? How did it happen for you?
I think for me, it started off initially, like I said, once I got done playing ball, is I kind of just fell into it. Like, what do I really want to do? You know what I mean? And kind of like, it's the thing that a lot of athletes, when they done playing sports, what do they want to do with themselves? You know what I mean? After they done and all that kind of stuff. So it took me a little minute to figure out what I wanted to do in terms of going into coaching. Reached back out to some of my old coaches that I had when I was in college. Reached back out to them, seeing what the landscape was like, if I really wanted to do it, and kind of took some internships, worked my way up the ladder and everything. And then once I finally started getting established, then I really started to let people know that I was a coach and trainer, right? So it took me a while to kind of like see if this was really a career that I wanted first before I really started to put it out there to let people know that that's what I was doing.
So, one could say you kind of had mentors along the way to kind of help you figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, definitely. Like I would tell any coach, right? In any field, get a mentor. You know what I mean? And it's not even just like in your field. The big thing for me, I got mentors in every field. I got mentors that's in fields that ain't even related to fitness. You know what I mean? Business mentors, they run different types of stuff that ain't even related to fitness. But it's always something that you can learn from them. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times for people when they reach out for mentors, they always try to get somebody that's in their same field because they're like, oh, you already know what the field is like. Let me give it somebody underneath me. That can help you, but it also can limit you too, right? Because now you only limited by what that person knows in that field. Nah, expand your network, right? I'm gonna tell anybody, whatever field you in, the more network connections you got, the chances of you being successful are way higher.
So, what I like to do with these interviews, bro, is kind of break down the mindset or thought process when
Yeah.
we say to ourselves, I'm going to do this thing and see it through.
Right.
How has confidence helped or hurt your business?
Man, it really took me a while, bro. Like, being completely honest with you, it took a while for me to have confidence in being a coach, right? And not necessarily confidence in like I could lead people because I've always done that playing sports. Like I was always a team captain and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't necessarily that I could lead people, but it was confidence in like running a business. It's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? It's like I had to learn that over all these years. It's like a lot of people get into different fields and it's like they got confidence because they can do it. It's like, okay, so I can do it. Like I got confidence in myself. But it's different when you're working with people and you got to build a business. That's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? So it took me years. And I would say, really, even been in this thing almost 20 years now, doing this fitness thing for like 20 years and having a business the last 12, it's really, I would say, the last four, maybe last 4 or 5, I really felt supremely confident in that, right? For the longest part, like I was confident, I'm making money, doing all that kind of stuff, but I never really felt like I really knew what I was doing until like the last 3 to 4 years. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing now.
And that's very much relatable. It's just the opposite for me. So I've been
Yeah.
in business. I'm 35, according to the government. I've been in business since I was like 16. And so for me, I had to understand the value that I was giving people since I was 18 up until now, understanding that it's bigger than just business advice, right? And once I kind of tapped into that, I then had to get into practice of pitching the offer. I guess kind of give us an inside look on how you coach
Yeah.
in your industry.
So for me, it's all about what problem do I solve, right? That's what I had to learn. And that's something when I talk to a lot of young trainers and coaches or coaches in any field, I always tell them, what is the problem that you solve, right? And I think that's what people don't understand is with any business is about solving problems. And so when it comes to you pitching your offer, you have to pitch your offer to somebody that's like, what is the problem that I'm trying to solve for this person? Right. And so for me, I work with, like I said, now recreational athletes. And so for recreational athletes, the problem that I'm solving for them is how do they get in shape? How do they get strong? How do they get fit with all that on a limited amount of time? Right. It's for them. They working people, they got 9 to 5. Some of them own their own businesses. They got kids, et cetera. Right. They need a plan or they need somebody to service them that's going to help them get the most amount of their fitness that they can in the shortest amount of time. They can't
Correct.
spend 5 days in the gym. They can't spend 3, 4 hours a day inside the gym. They ain't got the time. So I need to come up with a way to help them achieve the goal that they want to do to compete, whatever one it is, in a short amount of time. Right. So I had to reverse engineer my offer because a lot of times I was pitching an offer to people, they had all day to train and they was in the gym all day long. That's not what they do. Some of them, I got clients who will literally fly away for like 2 weeks and then come back after they've been going on a business trip for like 2 weeks. So they ain't got all day to come back and spend time in the gym and do all that kind of stuff. They might be here one day, going for like a week, come back, they here for 3 or 4 days, going for another week. So I'm like, okay, I need to pitch my services to those people as like, here, I'm going to solve the problem for you of helping you get in shape and get fit to that topmost level without spending a whole bunch of time inside the gym.
Right. Okay, cool. Perfect. So like you spoke to a lot of things that I struggled with, I guess, earlier on.
Yeah.
And to form it into a question, would you say you lead with transformation or do you lead with, I guess, do you lead with transformation or do you lead with a value play, a value play based on how much money they spend?
No, for me, what I've learned over the years, I lead more with empathy, right? Is that something for me that I lead more with empathy that I've learned over the years? Is I've learned to tap into the more the emotional connection side of people that I'm dealing with, right? Because for a lot of them, there's an emotional attachment as to why they're coming to do what they want to do. And for a lot of them, yeah, they want to look good physically, all that kind of stuff. They want to perform, but there's also an emotional attachment side to it, right? So I never sell it as to people of like, here's the transformation. I'm not one of those like before and after people where it's like, oh, let me take a picture of you looking all that kind of stuff.
I was definitely thinking that in my mind.
That's right. That's not my thing. And I get that all the time. People's like, why don't you post before and after? Because that's not the type of clientele that I deal with. I don't deal with clientele who are weight loss clients who are looking to lose 30, 40 pounds. Not to say I don't have those. Like I do have those clients who are looking to lose 30, 40 pounds and all that. But that's not my goal. My goals when it comes to me is like they have performance driven metrics that they want to improve, right? And they have emotional things that they want to fix, right? Whether it's emotional eating, whether it's certain things like that. So for me, I'm leading more with the empathy side of I'm trying to bridge the connection to you as a person, and I'm here to help you from the inside out. I'm not trying to be outside in. It's like, okay, you look good with a six pack and all that, but your mindset is all messed up, and you really can't sustain these transformations long term.
Man, cool. So basically your approach is how you keep them motivated during times of discouragement by reminding them of their why.
Exactly that, right? And that's what it is. Like, cause I got clients, man, I've been with bro for like 10 years now. Some of them literally been with me since the start. I've had some of them where their kids started off in middle school. When I went through middle school, some of them in high school and college. I've got clients who kids about to graduate from college. We've been together that long. When you with somebody that long, they're not with you because of what you're doing for them physically. They're with you because they have an attachment to you now. right? They have an attachment to you because they've been with you for almost 10 years. It's more than just the physical side. They enjoy you as a person. They enjoy being around you because of how you make them feel, the conversations you have, all that kind of stuff. So I tell them all the time, if you want to build long-term connections with your clients, it can't be just about the physical thing. Because once they lose the weight, okay, then what? Or once they get their confidence up, then what? Right? They're going to leave you. So then if you plan on having a sustainable business, you got to find a way to keep your clients around you for an extended period of time besides that first 60 to 90 days. And then that's it.
I received that, bro, because I guess where that puts me now is, yes, the transformation, but I should add more personality to my offer or to the thing I'm presenting.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy you brought that up because just yesterday, a client of mine that graduated out of my program, he called me yesterday, but he called me the day before that, and I was just like confused because, like, man, so I met him at an event called Podcast Summit last year, and then this year, 2022, and then 2023, he became a client of mine, and he was pretty much rocking with me from November of last year up until July or August of this year. Can't remember which month.
Right.
Proud of that, but I wasn't looking at it from your perspective. I was like, okay, this is my success story, and I was so attached to a 6 month or a time period, thinking that was like a sweet spot. But as you stated, he's still calling me.
Exactly.
So what that now tells me is I need to maintain my personality when I'm presenting my offer, because as much as I want it to be a one-time thing, what I'm establishing, I'm really leaving money on the table.
Exactly. And that's really what it is, right? You have to remember, people come to you and they want to work with you, bro, because of your personality. It's like, yeah, you can help them. Like initially you can solve the problem for them, right? So they come to you because you can initially help them with whatever it is that they want. But ultimately what's going to keep them around is they want results, right? We are a results-driven business, no matter what. You have to give people results. But the long-term ability of being able to keep somebody is your personality. So when somebody recommends somebody to you, it's like, yeah, I got results, but they go like, man, he was hella cool. We worked together, we chopped it up. He was hella cool with me. His personality is dope. All that. That's what they're gonna remember you for, right? Because they're gonna remember the process that you took them through because you didn't treat them like a number. You see what I mean? So when you treat people like numbers, then they're like, you know what? You just look at me as a business person, as an offer, right? And you got to remember, in our field is all about human connection. It's like building somebody's confidence up, losing weight, whatever it is, it's confidence. It's the entire thing is confidence, like you said. So how can I give somebody confidence? By showing them my personality, everything that I've gone through. And like I said, leading with empathy and saying, you know what? I understand what you're going through. Let me show you how, through us being friends, or whatever it is, going to help you get to where you want to get.